Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Sean Dexter and I welcome you back to the Mango Grove. It's a beautiful day outside and it's been a profitable day inside. Bitcoin showing some interesting signs, perhaps signs of wanting to bounce all the way to 8,900. Yes, he said 8,900, but we can't get ahead of ourselves just yet. Bitcoin sitting on an important pivot level over here. Is Bitcoin going to give us that bounce, or is it going to give in, break, and perhaps sweep the lows 7,700, 7,800? If you're interested in knowing which direction, up or down, you want to stay tuned for the rest of this video. And here we have it, Bitcoin USD on the daily. We do have some interesting things to talk about today, but before I do want to address something that's been sitting on my chest, something that's been making me feel discriminated against, and that is this. Yesterday, Krisha did an amazing Bitcoin USD analysis video, but what I find interesting is that she gets 36 likes. I don't think I've ever gotten maybe 15, 20 likes at most. Guys, what kind of discrimination is this? Or are you just trying to say you don't like me? My heart pains. That being said, I don't blame you guys. Who wouldn't like this beautiful face? But Bitcoin doing some beautiful things as well. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Here we have Bitcoin USD, and let's turn on my horizontals, and I don't seem to have them. This is the BitMEX chart. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and draw them fresh. For those of you who have been asking, how do I draw these horizontals? Guys, honestly, just simply look at this area over here for a quick fix. You can just simply mark out the highs over here. We have this area right there, then these lows over here, and then we have the mid-range. We can, in fact, mark down 7,202, because if we do break 7,648, 7,700 region, we are likely to come down, test 7,200. And we have the mid-range right over here at 8,191, right? So that's essentially what we are playing with, right? And in my opinion, it is better to be playing the ranges than be getting frustrated with, are we going down, are we going up, are we bouncing? That being said, Bitcoin does seem like it may want to have some bounce action over here. Since you guys are interested in that rather, I definitely am. Why? Because I took a long right over here at 8,210-ish to 220-ish, somewhere around there this morning. And here's the thing, guys, here's the thing. Would I recommend this long? No, I would not recommend it, because I'm taking it because I'm playing the ranges, right? I'm taking it because I'm playing the ranges, and it's easy to manage the risk of this level. There are other reasons why I took this trade as well, but simply put, if we break underneath 8,200, it's easy for me to manage this risk. I'm simply going to take the loss and play towards the downside, right? I'll just flip short and play to the downside. But since I'm sitting on this range over here, since Bitcoin is sitting on this range over here, at the middle range over here, I'm simply going to long this and look for a move all the way up to 8,800 at the very least. There are some other indications too that are pointing towards a bounce. Okay, that doesn't mean we are going to get it. I must emphasize that the trend, okay, the trend on the higher time frames at the very least is down. You are playing against the daily 200 moving average, right? Let's go ahead and go through it. I want to show the bearish case first before I present any bullish case. In my opinion, don't play this towards the long side. Do not play this towards the long side. Okay, we do have the 200 moving average that is lining price action over the top over here. We also have the cloud that is red. Tenkin is above, the EMAs are above, everything is above on the daily. On the 2-day, we have cloud just overhead. We haven't popped inside it yet. At the very least, guys, you should be waiting for us to at least get inside the cloud over here, which is above 8,500, which would also be above the 200 moving average on the daily, right? Then you potentially have a target all the way up to 9,200, right? If you're looking at playing the 2-day time frame, which isn't a bad idea. We also have the 3-day levels coming down and pressing price action. I do believe it's a 3-day cloud, or was it 3-day Kijun? I think it's 3-day cloud if I do remember correctly. Yep, 3-day cloud, right? More importantly, we have the 4-day Kijun. I'm not going to show that. I do want to show, however, the weekly Kijun that is sitting right over there, right? Okay, cool. You can see the red line over here. That's the weekly Kijun. That being said, when you do look at the weekly here, we do have a spinning candle at the bottom, but it's far too early to say anything. I mean, it's only Wednesday, guys. This could change drastically by the time the weekends. This could have a bounce by the time the weekends. This could have a crash before the weekends, right? We don't know. We are sitting, however, on 55 EMA support. I talked about that in yesterday's video. Well, not yesterday's video, day before, like Monday, right? Yeah, that's when I talked about it. So go ahead and watch that if you guys are interested in why I took my position around here. I took two positions, right? One on my spot. I bought spot around 7,600ish. I actually managed to get that 7,650ish, and then I actually got a long at around 7,000, closer to 7,800ish, right? So I'm still holding on to that, and I will be essentially playing that in and out. And what I mean by that, it's simply these ranges, right? Simply these ranges. If we break down over here 8,200, I'm going to go net short for now. I'm net long, and I added over here at 8,220ish this morning. In fact, let me go. Where are my horizontals? I marked it on a different chart. Let me. Was it? I think it was Coinbase. Let me go ahead and pull that up over here. Sorry guys, trading view has been slow all goddamn day. Okay, yeah, here's what I've been playing. So essentially, as long as we're sitting above these two lines over here on the 4 hour, okay, so on the 4 hour I'm looking at 8,200 and what are those lines? 8,220ish and 8,240ish. Okay, as long as Bitcoin closes multiple 4 hour candles above that, or rather as long as we don't close multiple 4 hour candles underneath that. So I'm looking for 2 4 hour candles underneath that, or a 12 hour candle close, or a daily candle close. If we do any one of those, I'm going to get out of my long position and I'm going to flip short and going to target a move down to like 7,700. On my spot position, I'm not touching that at all. That's the entire point. And I'll be talking about when I decide to get out of my spot position and like something drastic happens on Bitcoin. And over there, I'm referring to the monthly time frame, right? When I buy spot, I'm buying for investment. I'm thinking like long term. So for now though, as for my leverage trades, I did add to my position over here at 8,200, and this is why I'm saying you guys shouldn't be taking this position. I'm kind of risk free. I don't want to say risk free, but I don't have it's stress free, right? I have leeway. I'm already long. I'm already sitting in profit, so I'm taking this trade over here and I'm looking for further upside. And why? Well, the easiest way to look at it is that, hey, we are on the range over here. We closed the candle yesterday above it. Okay, we closed above it, and then we opened and closed the very next day. The bears weren't able to push us down underneath 8,200 and close us under there, right? So that I'm saying us like I'm a bull. No, I'm neutral over here. I should be bearish, but I'm neutral. Okay, that being said, let's go ahead and talk about my mindset on this trade over here, right? It is not a trade I would be taking if I was playing the trend towards the bottom. Okay, simply put, what I would be looking to do was I would be looking for a play to around 8,700ish, 8,600, and I'd be looking to short that. So if you are playing this trend towards the bottom, that's what you should be doing. I am playing this range over here, so I'm simply, hey, I bought the bottom of the range. Now we've closed above it. We've closed multiple candles. I was expecting a stronger rejection from this, to be honest. As you can see, the 200 MA did press price action back down. It is tapping price action back down over here, but I'm not seeing the follow through by the bears. We may see it today. We may see this candle close underneath, and that'd be like, okay, cool. That'd be my sign to flip short over here and then play the move towards the downside. Okay, but we do have some signs saying that, hey, maybe Bitcoin wants to play this move up to 8,700, and if I'm already in position towards the upside, why not add in the middle of the range where we're showing some strength, and we may get that move, right? The Tenkin is actually lining us all the way up at 9,000, and there's some indications saying that we may just get there. Far too many people are looking at 8,700, guys, so be careful. I am not looking to short 8,700 anymore. I am not after Bitcoin is showing this kind of price action. There's some leveraged, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some leveraged short positions coming in around 8,700. Also people who added around here on this bounce, okay, that we had this mini bounce over here that are over leveraged. We may see those getting tapped out, and when you tap into all that liquidity, those guys are going to have to turn into buyers, right? Now the question is, this is where things are going to get really interesting. If those guys turn into buyers, the players who are actually shaking them out, are they going to use them as additional buy pressure to push price up further, or are they going to take their liquidity to fill in their short positions, and then we have a tap back down? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that information right now. So this is where you guys need to be try to understand what is going on over here. What information can you garner from price action? Okay. which is why I don't really pay too much attention. At least far too many people look at, like, they look at, hey man, so and so email did this and this and this and this in the past, so it's going to do this and this and this and this right now, and if it doesn't do this and this and this and this, that means it's bearish or it's bullish. I don't know, man. I don't know about that view. Like, I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't know, like, bash people to do that, but just try and be a little bit more analytical about your trade, about your trading analysis, right? But enough of that. I digress a little bit over there. Let's talk about some analysis. Why exactly did I take this long, considering we have so much overhead resistance? Well, for starters, I'm already long from around here, right? If you guys do remember, I did take this position off the, well, there were multiple reasons. We can talk about the 12 hour, because that's why I gave you guys the big hint, right? On the mango vine indicator right over here. In the last video, I said, hey, those of you guys who do have access to the mango vine, you guys know what this means, and that was around this area here. Right now it looks like a big wick, but when we were doing the video, I was talking about, hey, you guys know what this means. I do want to make one thing clear though. Going long over here and going long over here, they're completely different things. Like, I didn't go long over here. Over here, I spot bought my position. Over here, I went long because there were technical reasons giving me confidence to go long, and I did cover it in the other video over there. The three basic reasons, right? We had the 12 hour telling us that, hey, you want to be careful, at least take your profits if you are in a short trade. And if you guys do remember, I was in a short trade, right? I taken my short trade at around 8,300, I believe, of the 1 hour mango vine, and I exited based on the 12 hour as well as other reasons, right? What are those other reasons? Well, we are at the bottom of the goddamn range, the 7,700 range that I've been talking about for so long. The range is 7,700 to the bottom, 8,200-ish to in the middle, and 8,700 at the top, right? That's your range right there. So you just play the range. We came to the bottom over there, longing it because the mango vine on the 12 hours giving us that signal. We had the 4 hour stochastics also that were telling us, hey, we have bullish divergence, showing strong bullish divergence. I do think I mentioned this too in yesterday's video. Let's go ahead and wait for trading to low. There we have it. As you can see, we have price action closing low, and we have oscillators closing high, right? So that's your, we have 3 and other reasons as well. Now it depends on your reasons to be taking a trade like that. Now, I'm not saying taking a trade going long over here is bad, right? But you need to have technical reasons, otherwise you'll be catching a knife. Just simply saying, hey, we're coming down and we're coming down fast, this dip is enough, that's catching a knife. You need to have technical strong reasons, and think about it, have your risk management in place, and then take on a leverage trade. It is very important to separate the two. People trying to catch a knife, they do win every now and then, but in the long term, all it takes is one time, guys. All it takes is one time and you're wrecked. It doesn't even need to be the long term. You may be winning in the long term, and that one time could wreck you forever. So yeah, I did want to talk about that. But yeah, so that is where I took my long, so around this region over here, and now I'm simply in a more stress-free position to be adding to my long. That being said, we do have some signs on the lower time frame telling us that, hey, this may want to see continuation towards the upside from around these regions over here. Let me go ahead, and I think I do have it marked over here. Yep. So we are seeing it on the 1 hour time frame. I do believe, yeah, we have a falling wedge, right? You can see a falling wedge that may have broken on over to the upside, and I may or may not be drawing this the right way. As you guys know, I don't put too much emphasis on patterns. I use it more of a tertiary tool. So over here we have the falling wedge that is coming down right onto the horizontal line that we are concerned about, which is 8,240. You see these two red lines over here, 8,220 and 8,190ish. I have marked it as, right? If Bitcoin closes a 12-hour candle underneath this, a daily candle underneath this zone, or 2 4-hour candles, I'll be out of the position. But when I see a falling wedge come into a major horizontal, that is a confidence booster, right? That is a confidence booster. We also have something interesting going on over here on the 4 hour. If you go ahead and look at this, there's multiple ways to look at this, right? Multiple ways. You do have your W formation over here that I think Krisha talked about in yesterday's video. Now, again, patterns, right? this may have already played out its measured move, I'm not sure, but this is interesting. There's something else going on over here that I find pretty interesting. Are you guys seeing it? I do have it marked out, right? It is a potential head and shoulders. It looks weird, but believe me guys, it is the weird head and shoulders formations that actually do see play in Bitcoin more than the more obvious head and shoulder patterns. Now, I'm not looking for this to see play, especially if we break this towards the downside. I'll just be flipping short and looking for move to towards around 7,700, right? But there is a potential head and shoulders over here. As you can see, your left shoulder, your double bottom head, and a potential shoulder being put in place over here. Now, if this does get play, you do have a measured move coming in around, would your head be something like this? Okay, I think it would be right here. Yeah, your head would be right there. And now it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter whether this actually does get play or not, but it is just fun to look at, and we'll keep track of this, right? I just want to keep track of it because these uglier head and shoulder formations do every now and then see play, and it surprises me. I'm like, whoa, that actually met its measured move, stopped at its measured move, and sees a reversal. Now over here, this is actually pointing towards 9,360, which seems ridiculous. Am I going to be playing for that? Nope, I'm not going to be playing for that. I'll be taking my profits around 8,700, perhaps leave some for 9,000. Okay, I'm not going to be looking for all the way up to 9,300. If we do see that move, however, I'll be happy with it, right? Why? Because hey, you're taking your profits in Bitcoin. You don't need to be in the trade to keep enjoying the profits, enjoying the move upward, right? You can just have your Bitcoin, play the range until we start trending again. If we break this level over here, then I'll be like, hey, you know what, maybe we are trending towards the upside again, perhaps earlier, depending on how long this move takes to play out. But again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. I can't believe we're talking about 9,300. We haven't even crossed 8,400 yet, right? Not convincingly at the very least. So one step at a time. This wedge on the 1 hour, this falling wedge or this falling channel, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm pretty sure some people are drawing it like this, right? So again, it depends. This is why I don't place too much emphasis on patterns, but we do have clear horizontals to live off. As long as we're playing on, if you're playing the 12 hour, right? Again, see, look at that. We've closed perfectly above 8,250. We've not closed yet, but we're living above 8,250. It looks like this horizontal is being defended, even though we dipped underneath there, right? Let me go ahead and remove all these stupid head and shoulders. Again, I look at patterns just for fun, especially things like this, just for fun, guys. Don't play off it. In my opinion, don't play off it because it's too subjective. What if I'm reading it wrong, right? I don't know, but something to keep an eye on. Horizontals, however, it's very hard to, as long as you know how to mark your horizontals, guys. By the way, for those of you in the seed program, please go ahead and watch the support and resistance module. Like, far too many people mark their SNR levels wrong. They don't know how to, even though they think they do. Go ahead and watch it. It'll make a big difference. Okay, so here we have the 12 hour. What was I talking about? Yes, we are living above it. If we close underneath, I'll just flip short and move. I'll take my profits, everything I have so far, and look for a move towards the downside. I don't see a convincing 12-hour close or a daily close underneath this level. So far, every other time frame has been giving fake outs. If I do believe you look at the 6 hour, which is a time frame I do look at every now and then, it did give you that fake out, and now it came bounce back up, and we're living above. When are we closing the 6 hour? We're closing the 6 hour in 41 minutes. If this actually closes above, right? Well, of course, the 12 hours closing, right? If this actually closes above, I'm going to look at this 6 hour time frame as a fake out move right over here, right? The 4 hour, however, I do believe it has respected the zone so far. Nope, the 4 hour has also closed within it. So this is why I'm looking at the higher time frames, guys. At the very least, the lowest time frame, in my opinion, you should be playing to make your life easier is the 12 hour. To make it even easier, play the daily. To make it super easy, play the goddamn 4-day. The 4-day has been calling moves very well, and if you look at the 4-day, this if it closes like this, when is it closing? It's closing day after tomorrow. This is going to look very good. But again, we can't get ahead of ourselves. For now, Bitcoin showing some life, but I'll be flipping short very quickly as soon as we close underneath 8,200. Okay, that's how I'm going to be playing it. For now, I'm going to be looking for that move to around 8,700. Let's go ahead and put that up over there. And then if we do break 8,700, then I will be looking to add to my position, and I'm looking for a move to around 9,000-ish, perhaps. But I won't be looking for shorts over here. I will not be looking for shorts over here. I'll be looking for a reaction and then perhaps, but I won't be looking for a short over here. So that's it for now. I do want to also mention that, hey, the daily momentum oscillators are looking good. We have crossed over to the upside and gaining momentum too. It'll be interesting to see how this develops. The 12-hour, however, has crossed towards the upside and is widening up, right? You'll see its mouths open up very soon if trading view decides to be. There we go. So 12-hour momentum oscillators are also crossing to the upside, which is great, at least for people who are long. For people who are short, they do not want to see this keep the momentum up. You want to see the 12-hour oscillators cross towards the downside. Actually, you know what, let me go ahead and talk about the bear side as well. Let's say you are short, right? What are you looking for? Well, for starters, you are looking for Bitcoin to close a high time frame underneath this zone over here. That's what you're looking for. I do believe some of you guys, especially in the seed program, 2 of you are short from around 8,450-ish, right? That's a good position to be short from, definitely. If we close underneath 8,240-ish, right, I'll be happy with my position. I'll be looking for the downside. If we start closing multiple 12-hour candles here and start seeing that bounce, I'll start feeling a little bit uncomfortable and be looking to take profits. But hey, this is not financial advice. You got to trade according to your rules and your risk management, and yes, mostly your rules, guys. Your rules should encompass your risk management, right? Oh, and I don't want to forget to mention this, another reason why I'm holding on to this long and why I decided to long over here. The 1 hour wine did flip green and giving us a long signal one right over here, right at this bottom wiki kind of thing over here. We did have a bounce, but as you can see, no follow through just yet. As you guys know, the way you play the wine is to accumulate your longs or your shorts. Over here, the 1 hour wine is saying, hey, accumulate longs, but I don't, you guys know that I like to see the 1 hour as well as the 2 hour to flip green. The 2 hour has not flipped green just yet, right? Just yet. When the 2 hour flips green, in fact, let's go ahead and wait for this to load. Did it flip green? I'm waiting for this to flip green. It's not flipped green just yet. But when the 2 hour does flip green, I'll be a little bit more aggressive about actually adding to my positions as we start clearing levels. But for now, the 1 hour wine has been green. Only the 1 hour wine is green. Gives along over here, gives this entire area over here though, right? I like buying at the peaks when it starts curving up again over here and curving up. That's how I added to my positions. So yeah, I just wanted to conclude with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys were able to get a peek into my mindset. Again, guys, your risk management, your rules. I'm just giving you guys my thoughts on the market. You guys have to take all of this, make it your own, learn from it, apply it, and hey, we can all be profitable together. We can all be stress-free together. We can all do it the mango way, the easy way, and enjoy these beautiful goddamn days. Throw a like, throw a subscribe, throw a share, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you guys in the next video.